Hello everyone, Derek's Damn Toys, and we are back with another action figure review. Of course, we're not in the standard setup, I will be honest here. This is actually my backstage area. I built this when I moved into my new apartment, and I'm gonna have to kind of take advantage of it. Sorry if the music was a little too loud there as well. We'll also throw this out there. We may be experiencing some ads over the next couple of reviews, so sorry about that ahead of time. And one more little quick thing here. My dog is in here sitting behind me, so if she gets up and stuff, you may hear her get up and move. So, sorry ahead of time for that as well. But realistically, that's not the point. Today, we've got... I can't exactly remember what the fuck wave this is off the top of my head. Sorry, my French, I guess you could say. I want to say this is the WrestleMania Build-A-Figure Shawn Michaels. If it's not the WrestleMania, it is a Summerslam Build-A-Figure Shawn Michaels, I want to say. Anywho, I can't exactly remember what Build-A-Figure wave this should be a part of, but I want to say this was a part of a Build-A-Figure wave. He does come with two sets of hands. I do not have these set of hands, as when I bought this loose off of eBay, he did not sell the hands, but he did sell the entrance, vest thing. Really nice detail on this. To take a nice little quick gander at this, since this is the only accessory, it's rubber, yes, but it's fairly pliable. It holds well on the button things here, though I will say the buttons are kind of a pain in the ass to buckle up. It's whatever though. Got the nice cross there and all that good jazz. Taking a nice little gander at the Shawn Michaels himself now. Of course, this is a more updated Shawn Michaels, so he's got the double jointed arms. His head scan is interchangeable, and I will say we do have something cool that we can show off with that. I did do it with other figures as well, but I don't really plan on getting too into detail when it comes to that. Of course, the Shawn Michaels head scan, first time I'm ever seeing one like this in person, one of the newer ones I should say. It's actually really nice. I have been playing around with this figure already, so I know it articulates pretty perfect as well. You've got the pin and legs and all that stuff, so I'm definitely a big fan of this. This is before they switched their factory to Vietnam. We've got the white wrist tape, the white teardrops with the silver decal inside of them, black assless chaps, got the silver stripe going down the sides, the white where the assless chap part would be. You've got HBK here in the corner. You've got his signature heart here. Belt buckle that is sculpted on there, of course. Good, nice signature touch. And his straps up here. Really nice Shawn Michaels figure. Of course, as I said, it poses pretty damn beautifully as well. Of course, he can do his super kick. He can bend his knee. He can articulate his feet. All the good jazz that you would realistically want, I would say. And of course, here we go dealing with an ad. Sorry, not sorry. At least I've got my phone sitting right over here. As you can see, it is Montage Rock. So, hopefully I don't get Montage copyrighted. But, I probably will anyway. It doesn't necessarily matter. But when it comes down to it, this Shawn Michaels Build-A-Figure, I can't exactly remember what wave or what series it was supposed to be a part of, and it's really nice. I honestly, this might be one of my favorite Shawn Michaels in my collection, as I do have a couple of Shawn Michaels. I want to say one sits in my crowd. I have a tight Shawn Michaels that I kind of wanted to use for the Battle Royal, but I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, I did decide to go with this one for the Battle Royal. Just throwing it out there, if you do watch this Shawn Michaels does appear, so I guess a little spoiler there, since it's been about a month. Haven't really been taking the time to review these, though I do got quite a bit of figures lined up to review here today. Hopefully I can get them all done. When it comes down to it at the end of the day, though, it's just going to be a fun time. Oh, yes, fun time indeed, as if you've been following me on Instagram, you would see some of the preview shots and stuff of that nature. Hence why I'm not afraid to throw the Shawn Michaels being in there out there, because I did preview his wave the other night. Because the Battle Royal will work with waves of 5s for every entrant instead of it just being a standard 1 per every entrant. But yeah, with that being said, why don't I show you the cool thing about this Shawn Michaels now, shall we? It's going to be a little hard to show it off here with just one hand, but if I can get the head scan off here without having to pause the damn video, it'd be nice, but I think I'm gonna have to, so BRB. Alright, as I said, we get this Shawn Michaels head scan off, and we're gonna take this basic bald Michaels head scan. Now, you know, it's maybe not the best bald Shawn Michaels head scan, of course there is only one, this being it, but I do like it enough. And fun fact about this Shawn Michaels head scan, it technically is not interchangeable, but with the power of a handy dandy knife, I have made said Shawn Michaels head scan interchangeable. It actually pops right on there, nice and easy. It doesn't really sit too low, but it kind of looks like it. Worst case, if you feel like it sits too low, pop it up a little bit. I may have a hard time doing that with one hand, but you know, you, the viewer with two hands, should be able to do it fairly well and easy. And if you feel like it's sitting a little too high, look at that, boom. I did this with a few head scans over the course of a few hours. I will show another one of them off, no, I did not do it with that one, but I did do it with this Jeff Hardy head scan because I do want to use Jeff Hardy. Now you can see it's a little bit dirtier up in there. I did not clean all the plastic out of that, which is fine. It should still slip onto the Jeff Hardy body just as well as any other interchangeable head scan. Again, sorry about the ads. I really just don't want to use my own playlist because 90% of it guaranteed is copyright music. But yeah, with that being said, you know, I guess we can get Bald Michaels up into his pose and we can kind of just give our final thoughts. Alrighty, you guys, now that we have Bald Michaels all posed up here, one thing I can say about this Shawn Michaels is, of course, you do have your little bit of small things that I do not like that ended up being the case with this, and that is like little nicks like this here on the shoulder. You've also got like little paint things on his assless chaps and all that kind of stuff. Small little things though, nothing too major. It's just one of those things where I, at the end of the day, would love to just have Shawn Michaels maybe in the Fed in some capacity. You could have him be like an on-air face just to kind of like help Finley out in some nature or something, I don't know, but the idea of potentially having Shawn Michaels hop in there with some of the likes of people like AJ Styles, MJF, you got some bangers out there that I could see heading this way, and I really would love to introduce Michaels a bit more Fed-wise, hence why I bought this, and honestly, what a good steal I got on this too. And at the end of the day, this Shawn Michaels for me, when it comes down to it, I'd have to say I'm going to give him a good solid 7.5 out of 10, or you know, on the good old Meltzer star rating, the good old 1 to Young Buck match, we gotta give him a good solid 3.5 out of 5 stars, just for the fact that this figure actually does really do well. And honestly, at the end of the day, it's just absolutely amazing. I don't really have too many bad things to say, though I have my small little gripes, as I mentioned, but those don't take away from this figure, really. It doesn't add to it either, let me throw that out there, but it doesn't take away from the figure. And with that all being said, it's been a month since I've said this. We're not running out of time, but we've got a lot of shit to get reviewed, so I can get back into doing the pick fed. I've pushed this stuff off for too long now, so with that being said, let's head out of here. If you guys liked the video, feel free to like the video. If you didn't like the video, womp womp, I guess. But if you did like the video, feel free to check out some of my other action figure reviews. Some of them you may experience ad breaks in the music, and I am sorry about that, but that's just because I don't put music in post-editing. I just upload these things raw. One take for the most part, maybe technically two, you could say. I don't know, I'm not a cameraman. I don't record for a living, or you could kind of say I do, but I don't get paid for it. Anyways, as I was saying though, feel free to check out some of my other action figure content and or keep an eye out for my future action figure content, such as reviews, pick fed content, and sometimes every now and again, if I have enough, unboxings. And with that being said, have a good rest of your day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I don't know, because I'm not in your time zone. And here we go with a fucking ad to sign us off. How ya doing? See y'all later. Deuces, ooses. Boop.